Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks once again for joining me on the Fast Lane, your podcast for success. I'm your host, Derek Lane. Glad you can make it back with me. Let's delve into a little bit of happiness. What causes happiness? What makes us happy? Well, gosh, that's a big giant question with lots of answers. Happiness is permanent. Happiness is temporary. There's a lot of thinking that goes on. But happiness by nature is when you're just happy most of the time. And you allow the little things to just move on. The little nagging issues and problems, you don't give them any weight. You don't let them bear down on you and become big, burdensome problems. When you have big problems, you immediately go to work and figure out how to correct them. When you're in a low state, then you need to get out of that low state and find out how to get into a higher state. So I want to talk to you about raising your vibrations, your frequencies, and your energy. I've said before, Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets to the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is a guy that knew a long time ago that we are energy. That's all we are. That's how we run. That's how our brain functions. We're not plugged in to anything. We are conduits of energy on this earth, in this universe, where we flow. So we can make decisions to have negative energy and live crappy lives, or we can choose to raise our vibrations and frequency, live a better, more positive life. So how do we do that? I mean, what's the secret to raising your vibration? Because once you understand and you start to raise your vibration and your frequency, and you develop that as a habit, you're going to see your life turn around. And you're just like, I don't know what this does, but it works. So, oftentimes some of the simple things that we can do to raise our vibration is watch what we put into our bodies, obviously. I've never been the person that wanted to just start lecturing people on what to eat. Your body will tell you. If it's not right for you, you're going to feel like crap. Okay? Even if it's something good that you enjoy, don't overindulge. Food is just, it's a means for us to create energy, for our bodies to survive, to function properly. Eating the right things does so much for you in terms of energy and vibration. Not to mention all of the other benefit, some of the illnesses that come along with bad eating practices. Things like, obviously cancer and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and, all of the things. But I'm not going to jump into that. Not going down that road. You've heard it, and if you're interested in it, you should. I've always said in all of my podcasts that when you find something that you need to correct and change, jump into it and do it. You get books on it, tapes. Listen to the experts on it. For every person that says something's bad for you, there's probably going to be something or someone that says, oh no, it's really good for you. Pay attention to, who you listen to. If 10 people says it's bad and one person says it's good, I'd stick with the 10 people that said so. Okay, so raising your energy and being a happier person. Also meditation. Meditation is so underappreciated. And for the folks that do it, that have discovered it and understand the value of meditation, they'll go on and on and on and on about it and tell you what you're missing out on if you're not doing it. that it works. And this is not a podcast about meditation, but again, you should look into developing your own form of meditation, whether it's metaphysical, want to go into yoga, or just, for me, it's just a quiet place. For me, it's just absolute stillness, where I allow things to flow. Okay, so that's another area that you need to develop. Physical activity. I'm not a big, workout kind of person. There is a lot of merit in active, not sitting on your butt, because it kind of translates that if you're sitting on your butt, your mind kind of starts to sit on its butt, and you don't want that. You want to be engaged. You want to be thinking, again, your flow and your energy to be maximized. So physical activity helps that as well. There's an enzyme created in the brain that stimulates thought and energy, and it's been proven the only way that you get that is through physical activity. So you don't have to go out here and ride a bike for 2 hours. I'm just saying, just don't be on your butt, okay? Make sure that you reduce your intake of negativity, whether it's the television and the news or the internet, or you're on your phone and you're getting, what seems harmless TikTok videos, not knocking any programming. Be careful about what you feed your brain. Okay, so there's so many negative aspects to a lot of the things. Now, the internet, I think, is a wonderful tool. It allows me to do podcasts. It allows you to hear podcasts. There's a lot of high energy stuff out there that basically given you for free. They're just out there. So take advantage of it. Make sure that you develop a cleanliness in your lifestyle, that you're always mindful of. Sometimes we can let our personal slide a little bit. Maybe I should have shaved, or if you're wearing a beard, maybe I should have pulled my beard. Whatever it is that you do there. I'm not a person, but bathing and hygiene is important. Effort to raise your spending time with people that are positive. What do they say? Birds of a feather flock together. If you're going to hang around down people, and you're just going to that mentality, and it's going to rub off on you, and you're going to be critical of people. Don't be critical of people. Be the person that says, "Hey, man, I'll help you." If I can. I mean, sometimes I'd love to help everybody, but I can't. I understand that. So anything within the parameters of me being okay. I'm not going to criticize them. It's just, I believe in the great karma. If I help enough people unselfishly, spend time with nature, pay attention to nature. This is a great way to raise your vibration, and is soaking up some rays, being outside, feeling the grass on your feet, just eco-friendly. I find, for me personally, I love doing yard work. Not a ton of it, but enough of it to where, it's like it's just got a healthy mindset for me to be able to go, let's yard looking great, and the flowers planted. So, it's important. If you're going to listen to music, you got to be careful what you're listening to. There's a lot of music, and I'm not going to lecture you about listening to satanic, rock music. Listen to what you want to listen to if it raises your vibration. But I find that a lot of coming in at a frequency that is not natural. And I will tell you too, if you want to understand a little bit more about vibration. See, there's tons of stuff out there on YouTube, and just look it up. Understand. There's some good stuff to understand about vibration. Okay, I will encourage you to do. I also will tell you, going back to music, classical music has a frequency, and it can actually raise your vibrations, and Bach, whatever. Really a good way. Giving to others, kind of talking to people, and showing gratitude for the thing. If you're always like feeling like you're left out and you're stuck and life's unfair, you're just feeding that negative, and nothing's ever going to be good. You got to stop that. You got to forgive people that you feel that has wronged you. Just move on, move past it. Accept who you are. And if you've done things that you're not particularly proud of, move on, move past it. It's okay. How long are you going to beat yourself up over something? Move on. Be mindful of your thoughts. We talked about that in a couple of podcasts ago about your internal dialogue. But it is important as well. Going back to the food thing, water. I don't think you have to drink water, but I think water is good for your system. Watch your addictive substance, 10. Again, everything has its limits, okay? And some of these should have very strict limits. Again, with people in place, make sure you have an idea of how to help somebody or to lead them somewhere, help them, if that's what needs to be. Charities are giving back to raise your. I talk all the time about writing things down, and pen and paper is always your best friend. In your journey to success, I just can't state enough how writing things out helps you clear your mind and create clarity. Whether it's your goals, your ambitions, your thoughts. I've talked about, I've got a recorder right on my phone. If I have a thought, maybe I'm driving, I can just, it's right there. I can just hit it and say my thought, and then so I'm not distracted. I come back, and at the end of the day or at the end of the week, whatever it is, and you listen to some of the things that you recorded, that creates clarity. You don't have to try to remember and think. It takes oh my God, what was it? What did I think? It was a good idea, and I can't remember. It takes all that away. Just have a system in place. Write a journal, blog, whatever it is. It's important that you write, and that you're writing with the pen or pencil. It just does something versus type more, even if you just shorthand it, whatever works for you. But it legitimizes as far as the creative process. Your creativity needs to be expanded, not for the ugliness in things, but for the beauty in things. It's easy to be critical of things. That's easy, and everybody's doing it. The harder thing is to be more positive about your environment, the other people. Make sure you've got a laugh out loud mentality. You're willing to just smile and laugh. The old saying is, I sing because I'm happy because I sing. Wear a smile. It works. Again, just be very cautious. Write down people that have said things that are positive. Think about some things. The old saying is that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Sometimes you've heard things in your life over and over, but you weren't really ready for it. And then one day you hear it and you go, oh, I get that. Yeah, that's what that means. Now, again,